All right, sounds good.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Way of Life. I'm your host, Gus Holland. Today, we have a returning guest, John Walch, new owner of Scary Strong LLC. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, brother. How you doing?
Oh, pretty
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah,
Nice. Thank you for having me on again.
yeah, no problem. Thanks for being on. So I know you've been doing a lot of entertainment based, like strongman performances, over the past few years. You've recently LLC'd, is that correct?
Yes, I recently got my LLC because I kind of am like I got to make some money doing this. It's kind of what I'm good at,
Mhm.
and people enjoy seeing it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll start a business doing this stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Um, so would you say that since the last time I talked to you that it's kind of ramped up as far as like the amount of performances you've been doing and everything, or?
Yeah, it's kind of got a little bit busier with
Mm.
some performances, but it's kind of really been hard trying to convince people to let me entertain.
Yeah,
Uh, because they're just like really unsure what I do, and I try to explain to them, and
yeah,
seem kind of scared because I've been metal with my hands, and they're like, "What?"
yeah. No,
And
that's
yeah,
I got you. So as far as just for the audience, I've been following you for a while now, and we've talked back and forth a lot. But just for the audience's um, benefit, could you go ahead and like explain in depth like what you do during those performances, like what you bend and your past like strongman experience and stuff?
yeah. So in the performances, I'll do is like I'll bend horseshoes, wrenches,
Mm-hmm.
uh, steel nails, like 60D, working on 80D right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tearing decks of cards in half. Did I say bending frying pans? Driving nails through a board with my hand, and bending long, thick bars of steel. I kind of want to add more stuff to my act, and have an interesting one coming up here in October 13th, which is the next Friday the 13th. And sometimes I'll dress up,
Okay.
and this gig I'll be dressing up like Jason Voorhees, and I'll
Nice.
be doing feats of strength dressed up as Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
yeah, I'm working on one trick where I'm breaking chains.
Okay.
So I think that would be kind of cool. But
Yeah.
also I'm trying to get on with like different school districts
Mm-hmm.
in my area to do motivational speaking and kind of telling kids like, hey, never give up,
Mm-hmm.
keep working hard, and look what you can achieve, and like go with anti-bully stuff too. People, like I was bullied growing up, and now I'm pretty darn strong because I just kept working hard and never giving up. But
Yeah.
also like identifying the bully, and then like try to like become friends with the bully, because sometimes the bully is just looking for a friend too,
Yeah.
and they don't know how to get friends, or they're going through some hard stuff in
Yeah.
their other parts of life. So
Yeah.
that could be another thing.
Is that what like the method that you use to overcome your bullying?
Yeah, just by working out, uh and I always have a knack of just accidentally destroying something. So I'm like, hey, okay, let's see what I can bend now. Like, um, but yeah, that's the premise of my business. I want to try to get that get that rolling, and yeah, it's just really tough just trying to convince people just let me perform
Yeah.
in their festivals, or like but I'm working to get with the school district to do performances for them too.
Okay. Okay.
Because back in the day they used to have a group of strongman um, going around called the Power Team. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, yeah, they went to our school.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be same as that, but kind of less religious, or not less religious, no religion at all, because
Hmm.
I don't like to force that onto anyone and all that. So
Yeah, kind of just keep
um,
it motivational and about like self-improvement.
self improvement, just keep working hard, and um, you know, just you achieve anything, just got to work hard, and it's going to be tough, and you're going to have challenges along the way. But just if you keep working at it and not giving up, then you can achieve anything.
Yeah,
So yeah, but
yeah.
also I'm thinking about doing t-shirts. I have some t-shirt designs I'm going to come out with here soon, and stickers and all that.
Okay,
So
sweet.
yeah.
That's cool. So I know you've performed. What are some of the places that you've performed already? I know, like, didn't you do? I saw a video of you. It looked like you were like on like maybe like a high school track or something like that. Maybe on a
Oh
football
yeah,
field.
so that was a core fitness event. It's one of the local, like, um they kind of do this like strongman style Spartan race kind of thing,
Okay.
and they have like Atlas stones involved and everything. And they
Hmm.
have me come out, and like during their halftime, when they're resetting the field, they have me come out and bend metal for them.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was up in Portland. And yeah, it was fun doing that. And then was it I did the Krampus ball, where I was dressed up like Krampus,
Oh yeah.
and I was spinning metal on stage and introducing each band coming on.
Okay.
And was it smash the skull with my hands again on stage, and
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was a metal show too, so people were like taking that fake blood and just coating their faces with it, and just
Yeah.
throw out the devil horns. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
uh and then 4th of July, I was walking around uh one of the local towns here, Independence, Oregon.
Hmm.
Um, they had a they have huge fireworks display going on, and so they hired me on to just walk around and bend metal in front of people and kind of keep kids entertained and all that until the fireworks. So I dressed up like Uncle Sam,
Yeah.
and I ripped off the sleeves off the costume.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome.
So
Oh, that's
yeah,
where I saw those the pictures from that. You had the sleeves ripped off.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, I need some like pit vipers on. I
Oh
think I
yeah.
would like complete it, like be like a WWE star or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Pit vipers and a mullet.
Yeah.
Uh, um, okay, so we've covered the part of what I wanted to cover with Scary Strong, but you've recently, I know you've been training for the plane pool for the Special Olympics, right? It's a
Ye-
fundraiser.
Yeah, so I'm currently uh sorry. I'm currently training for that, uh and it's a fundraiser to support Oregon Special Olympics, or
Mhm.
Special Olympics Oregon. And the proceeds go towards the athletes, so it helps the athletes, um with their events and organizing their events and making a better event for their athletes.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to trying it, because each year I've tried it, I keep getting conquered by that little caster wheel on the tow hook on
Hmm.
the front of the airplane.
Yeah.
It keeps and the little caster wheel moves sideways. I lose all my momentum
Oh yeah.
because it wants to
Yeah.
drag across the ground, and it just digs in.
Yeah.
That thing's a bane of my existence.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make a wheel that connects to the that tow arm,
Uh-huh.
and they'll keep that caster wheel off the ground, so I won't
Okay.
have that issue this year. But
Okay.
me and two other guys are doing it.
Mm.
Which Jeff Walling,
Yeah.
and then Brian Bain
Yeah.
is doing it too. You met him in
Yeah, that was
Texas.
yeah, that was cool. We both all three of us got to compete at the same event, so that was cool. Getting to hang out with them for sure. So,
Yeah.
but um, so in your training for that plane pool, you've been pulling some buses, and what are some other things you've been pulling? Because I think one of your posts said that like wasn't that military vehicle, it weighed more than the plane actually weighs. Is that right?
Yeah, so I can't really post that yet because they're authorization not to post it online because people
Oh,
kind of freak out.
oh, okay. Shoot. Sorry.
Um, oh, it's okay. It's okay. I could talk about it though.
Okay. Okay.
So we got authorization to pull it, but not to post it online.
Okay.
Um, but on the 6th we can post it.
Okay.
Um, so that's fit. That weighs 52,000 pounds. That truck,
Really?
and we each worked up to it. We pulled a couple Humvees, semi truck. Tried to pull a couple LMTVs, but they wouldn't go into neutral, so we're
Oh,
just
okay.
pulling against them.
Yeah.
So that was, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were like, hey, let's try the big one.
Hmm.
And the biggest one they had was, that 52,000 pound, they call it Hemet, and it's a 10 by 10
Hmm.
truck. So it's like one of their heavy haulers that can go pretty much anywhere.
Hmm.
And on the 6th, they're going to be putting they have this mobile shop
Hmm.
that they can set down anywhere, and they have this it has a just giant hook on the bed of this thing, and it'll pull that box up onto the bed so it could
Okay.
transport it. It
Yeah.
weighs 10,000 pounds,
Oh,
so we're
wow.
gonna try to do 62,000 pounds.
Okay. Dude.
So that's, yeah, and the plane weighs like 38 to maybe 40,000 pounds between that.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah. So weight wise, you've got it. So
yeah,
it's all about that caster wheel and other,
yeah, getting that momentum.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
As soon as we break it free, I have a good feeling about this year though. But it's, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that truck, it felt like I was pulling against a apartment building. It's
Yeah,
so
I
heavy.
bet. I mean, you showed me a couple things just through Instagram that, but that was insane.
Yeah.
It looked
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it looks like it's like an apartment building, like laying down on wheels.
Oh yeah, yeah. This thing is just is so massive. I think it's about 75 feet long, maybe. It's pretty long
Yeah.
vehicle.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
crazy.
but yeah, they yeah, this guy contacted me. He's like, "Hey, I have access to the motor pool. I'll pull some vehicles." I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
So
That,
me, Jeff, and Brian all went down and started training one day on them, and yeah, we're going to be help out with the recruitment too. They're going to do some filming,
oh
so they're going
yeah.
to have all the recruiters there, and
Some like
they're going to do some
promo.
filming, promo thing,
Yeah.
to 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 help with recruitment because they're struggling.
Mhm.
Military is struggling right now on their numbers, so they're trying to improve it. And they're like, "Hey, you want to help out with that?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
So I might throw on the Uncle Sam costume for that one too.
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna
But
be cool.
yeah, it's going to be good. Uh, but yeah, yeah, fundraising money for the to pull the airplane and to help those kids out. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so a while ago, it's probably I would say a year or so ago, you crushed that your first skull on Instagram. You remember?
Yeah, yeah, that was about a year ago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have any other plans as far as like ballistic heads and torsos go or anything like that?
Yeah, I want to crush a couple other skulls, but I really want to get one of those ballistic torsos.
Mm-hmm.
They're like 3 grand. They're expensive,
Yeah.
and but I think it'd be kind of cool just like rip the spine out of it, kind of like they did in Predator.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
was thinking of Mortal Kombat too. I think they do that as like one of the finisher moves. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
That's cool.
yeah, that too.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, as far as your like your performing goes and everything, I recently read it's an older book, but it's called Autobiography of a Clown. And it's like it's actually about old-timey like circus clowns and strongmen and all kinds of stuff like that. And they
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I mean it's kind of just like a weird thing that I like stumbled upon. It was a free audiobook, but I was like, well, I'll give this a listen. And I wasn't expecting them to touch on strongman and stuff, but it's like a true story. And they were talking about what the strongmen used to go through to just be able to perform at the circus and everything, like the traveling circus or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that
Oh,
was
that's
pretty,
cool.
yeah, that was pretty interesting. um but
What's that called again?
uh I don't know if it's the autobiography of a clown or just autobiography of a clown, but um
Okay.
I yeah, when this is all over, I can send it to you, but it's free on I think it's on Spotify and an app called LibriVox. So I mean
Oh, cool.
that's all free audiobooks or whatever. But um
Nice.
yeah, so I don't know. That just uh reminded that's where I got the idea to like bring you back on the show, because I was listening to that audiobook and I was like, man, I was like, John Walch is a performing strongman. I was like, it'd be cool to talk to him about his like last time we talked, you were in the process of kind of progressing your performances and everything, and
Hmm.
now you've LOC'd and everything, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I'm excited because it's gonna really help me take off and um because I think schools want to see like some kind of business license and stuff,
Oh yeah.
and before they invite me in, and I'm not some weirdo.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm just some weirdo that bends metal.
Yeah.
um Uh, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I've been getting a lot of pointers from other performing strongmen
Okay.
um, across the country, like Eric Moss, and man, there's one guy, can't remember his name off the top of my head. He performs out of Coney Island,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, so he does all that there. He does performances there, so um, yeah, that's I've been getting a lot of pointers from those guys. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking about organizing a show here where it's like kind of I got magic going and belly dancers, and then the and my performing strongman act also
Yeah.
involved with all that. And I think it'd be kind of cool and people would dig it and buy tickets to go to it because we have a couple like those old theaters in town here. So
Hmm.
uh, I'm like, yeah, people probably want to see that stuff. And
Yeah, dude. No, that's gonna be sick if you can put together a show, even if it's just like three or four acts or whatever.
yeah,
That's gonna be cool. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Um, yeah, I have lots of ideas. It's just um, I
Putting them
just
all
got
together.
figuring them out. Yeah, put them all together, and because
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, how do I do this? I'm like going cross-eyed because I'm like trying to figure out like licensing and all
Uh-huh.
that, and
Mhm.
getting insured is a pain in the butt to be a performer though.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, try and because some places like won't even look at you if you're not insured.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, it's like I try to get insured and they're like, "Oh no, like you're doing what?" And they have to talk to all these underwriters and stuff, and they all say
Uh,
no. I'm like, oh, okay.
I got you.
So
I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna send you a link to the company that I use. So like for like 5 years I owned a fence business or whatever, which is
Mhm.
obviously way different. That's construction versus performing
Yeah.
arts. But it was pretty simple as far as like just going on there and like picking a category and just picking the type of insurance you wanted to at least get a quote or something. So
Yeah.
maybe that'll help you out. But
Yeah.
um yeah, because I would, I mean, I'm not sure, but I would think you'd be good with just like a general liability insurance or something. But
Yeah. I
there's
try to look at that, and they're like, "No, no, we can't. We're not going to support you on that because you're obviously doing stuff that kind of is really risky." So they
yeah,
don't want to take a chance on it, and it's like, yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's kind of like stuntmen. Like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I wreck cars on purpose. You know.
yeah.
Uh,
Those guys, some of them don't even get paid very much doing that stuff.
yeah, yeah. A
Yeah.
while back, I mean, we didn't really discuss pay, but a while back, I had a stunt woman on the podcast, and um, she was talking about all the crazy stuff they have to go through to like basically just stay fit enough to be
Oh yeah.
to stay working. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. It's crazy. My how they can do like even some of the flips they can do is like I'm just like I'm fat. I
Yeah.
Yeah, I can roll on the ground a little bit, but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. No. So as far as like, I know you compete in strongman events, you do the plane, vehicle pulls.
Hmm.
But as far as training goes, do you have any specific, I know you do specific event training for those competitions, but do you have any type of training that you do specifically for your performances?
I just you just got to practice bending metal. Like
Yeah.
that's the training I do is like sometimes I'll just throw on a movie and just sit there and bend 60D nails
Okay.
and
Yeah.
throw them in my bucket, and just have a heavy bucket of 60Ds.
Okay.
And then just try to bend different types of metal. Um, and yeah, work on some isometric stuff too. Like you're really pulling against something.
Yeah.
Um, and that helps a lot.
Hmm.
But yeah, just by doing it's that's the thing. Um, I'm just scratching the surface on how to train like a performing strongman,
I got you.
but also like my training really coincides with the performances I do. Like the as Jeff writes my programs,
Hmm.
and yeah, sometimes I think he kind of like seeing me suffer.
Yeah.
If I look at the program, like, you want me to do what?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna be a long night. So I get off work and go to work out like for 5 hours sometimes.
Yeah. That's
And but it, it's good. It helps me out a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
I look at him like, oh man. And
Yeah.
then when Jeff works out, he has that little sick grin and he does.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, what's he thinking of now? And he'll have me do something insane.
Yeah. That's funny.
But it gets me stronger, and I appreciate him for it. I owe a lot to him.
Yeah. Well,
It
that's a
really helps my strength.
yeah, that's the deal about strength training is you've got to like constantly overcome. You know, like you can't be like, oh, this 300-pound lift is like getting easier. I can have an easy workout. You're like, okay, now I got to go to try 310 or try 320 or like whatever the weight is.
Yeah, go up in weight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just constantly
yeah.
struggling.
Yeah, if you make it harder too,
Hmm.
your main lift is going to be easier.
Yeah.
So, like, if training's harder, it's going to
Hmm.
be way easier.
Yeah.
Um, at the competition. That's what Jeff's put me through. So he's just making hell out of training to
Yeah.
work out, but he's doing it on purpose because it's helping me perform
Hmm.
better at a show because at a show you just walk up and do it. You
Yeah.
know, and training you're doing it over and over and over again
Yeah.
repeatedly. And and that helps, break down that main lift. You get used to doing that main lift. Like yeah, go heavy on the deadlifts, but you lighten it up a little bit and you do more reps with the deadlift because that helps your form and technique
Yeah.
too.
Hmm.
Because yeah, you go heavy enough where it doesn't sacrifice your form and technique, but you could do lot more reps with it.
Hmm.
Just keep doing that, your deadlift's going to shoot up. So is overhead press, and you do that same for everything.
Yeah.
It's going to help out everything.
Yeah. Do you
So
I don't think I asked you last time as far as strongman events go, do you have one that's your favorite?
event, oh, man. Honestly, I really like the yoke carry and the Husafeld carry.
Okay. Yeah, Husafel
Yeah.
was yeah, I got to do Husafel carry at that USA Fit. Um
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With
yeah,
the Texas stone that kind of cuts into your body.
yeah. Not not kind of. It definitely it definitely does, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy. Like well, because I guess adrenaline and the whole rush of everything, you're doing distance for time. So you kind of like don't really realize, and then you put it down and you like look down and you're like, oh shit, I'm all bruised up. Like you just
Yeah.
got weird bruises all over you because it's Texas shaped.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um yeah, the bruises for strongmen is like you're always bruised. Like your shins bruised from dragging that deadlift bar up your leg, or your arms are bruised from doing Atlas stones.
Yeah.
And you're just kicking your own ass.
Yeah.
And people look at you like you're some kind of weird junkie or something because they see all your bruises and they're like, the hell do
Yeah,
you
dude.
do? Like,
Yeah, I had one like the whole length of my forearm from grabbing that Texas Husafel like from the underneath,
yeah.
and the main thing, what I think what bruised me so much was that it like I guess just from primarily from the movement, but also toward the end you start getting more tired or weaker or whatever.
Mhm.
So it starts sliding, you're carried it up here and then you just
Oh yeah, it just starts
40, yeah, 40,
dragging down your body
it starts
slowly.
dragging, yeah. And so then you got to like try and shift it back up. So it's just constantly like dragging down your forearms and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun though. It was awesome. I liked I liked that one. I was pretty nervous about that one. Just because it's for time distance for time, so you kind of
Yeah.
get the anxiety going, But
Yeah.
I really love the Hercules hold, the one where you just sit there because you can just it's primarily, I mean, it's grip strength, but it's a lot of like mind over matter type thing.
Hmm.
You can kind of just sit there and like dial in, So
Yeah.
that was fun.
I really want to try that. I never tried a Hercules hold before.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
the there was a contest I was going to do, and they guys that organized it tried to build the Hercules hold apparatus like 3 days before the contest.
Oh man.
And they've been talking about it for like 4 months. It's like you
Oh.
guys had all this time
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't build it.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. You want that stuff like way in advance so you people can
Hmm.
one so you know that it's ready and it's working, but two
Yeah.
so people can know what the weight is and maybe have a chance to kind of mess around with it, get familiar with it. But
Yeah. It's like Jeff, he really he'll go out and he'll find all this stuff
mhm.
almost a year in advance
Yeah.
for his shows. Like
Yeah.
we were looking for Denny Stones
Uh-huh.
and we went over to the local rock quarry.
Yeah.
Man, my truck was so low. He's like, "Oh, let's get this rock. Oh, this rock too. This
Yeah.
rock is holy crap. We got."
Yeah.
I'm like in this little Chevy Colorado. I'm like pointing up and
Yeah, like doing a wheelie.
yeah. I'm like, oh, good thing we have two of us in this in the front of this truck because I'm pretty sure if I have a bump, I'm gonna freaking do a wheelie.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, I can't even close my tailgate, so we just drove to his place, which was just a couple miles away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
With the
that's good.
tailgate down, but I'm like looking in the rearview mirror. I'm like, oh man, we drop a rock here. It's
Yeah, that's
one
gonna
of these
be
rocks is like 500 pounds.
yeah, that's gonna be one hell of a speed bump for somebody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
keep
but
driving, just keep driving. Just
yeah, you're like, I
that's
didn't even that's not my rock. These are my rocks.
not my rock. I don't know where that rock came from.
Yeah. You're like, but since I'm here, you mind if I grab it for you?
Yeah,
So,
but yeah, yeah. So Jeff will get everything ready.
hmm.
Is like his Hummer tire bar he's going to
Oh
do at
yeah.
his next show.
Yeah,
That thing is
that's
14 feet long.
yeah, I've that's the one that they've been training with in the videos, right? Like with the big
Yeah,
tires on
yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
yeah. That's going to be an interesting event. And I'm going to be doing hit that contest.
Yeah.
So
That's at the ugly sweater, right?
yeah, that's at the Ugly Sweater Classic in Albany, Oregon.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that's I'm going. Jeff talked me into signing up for the pro class. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Look at all the other pros. I'm like, I'm gonna get my ass kicked, but this is gonna be fun.
It's gonna
So,
be yeah, either way, it's gonna be sick.
oh
So
yeah, dude,
yeah.
and everyone's good sports and stuff. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah.
That's
So
that's what I've liked about the sport so far is that how supportive everybody is, like you can just truly screw up a lip, just like get the wrong grip or something and just like zero out or only get like a 2 second hold on the Hercules or something like that. And
mhm.
and they're like, no, don't sweat it, man. You did fine. You did fine. Like,
Yeah,
they're very, very supportive. So it's cool.
yeah, oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I guess before I let you go, is there anything that you want to tell the audience or promote as far as like your Instagram or anything?
Yeah, yeah, I want to promote my I got a couple Instagrams. One's ox.strongman
Mhm.
on Instagram, and then the other one is Scary Strong LLC. So that's my business side of it. And I'm currently working on getting some products going too, so I can make extra cash on the side between my performances,
Okay.
like t-shirts and stickers for right now, and maybe some lanyards. But um, yeah, and then Scary Strong One on TikTok
Okay.
uh, is my other Instagram, and my Facebook is John Walch.
Okay.
Uh, and then also I have Scary Strong on Facebook also.
Okay.
Uh,
Sweet. I'm gonna I'll definitely be putting I'll put both of your Instagram accounts and your TikTok in the description.
Hmm.
And I'll also put your fundraiser link. So hopefully some people can donate, help.
Oh yeah, I'd appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you the info for that link
Okay.
for that. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet, dude. Well, once again, thank you so much for doing this. It's been awesome talking to you, per usual.
Yeah. Yeah, like usual. And always enjoy talking to you and sending you funny memes and videos on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some
So
crazy stuff on there.
yeah, dude.
But
But
yeah, man, thank
uh,
you again. And thank you for the support. Appreciate it.
yeah, yeah, no problem, man. All right, dude. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, talk to you later, brother.
All right.
Yep,
Bye.
bye.